Hello and welcome to the Power of Power instructional video. Today we're going to look at when we have an item that's raised to a power and then that is raised to a power again. In this case, anytime you have something squared, it means times itself, right? So this means a to the third times itself. We know from the last lesson of product of powers that when you have things that are multiplied and we have common bases, you simply add the exponents. So this is a to the 3 plus 3 power, which is a to the 6th. So a to the third squared equals a to the 6th. Another way to see it is looking at something like this. If we have 2 to the third to the second, it's a power raised to a power. Well, what's 2 to the third? We know that number is 8. And 8 squared we know is 64. Now, could I make that 64 equal to something involving 2's? Because the base was 2. So the 2 to the what power is 64? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, and 32 times 2 is 64. So this is the 6th power. So 2 to the third to the second equals 2 to the 6th. And hopefully what you can see here is that when we have a power raised to a power, what do we have to do with those numbers to get 6? What we have to get with these numbers to make 6. It looks like they're being multiplied. And that works for both cases. So if we have a to the b to the c power, in the general sense, really what's happening here is we've got, this is going to be a to the b times a to the b times a to the b times a to the b. How many times? Well, this is a c number of times, which really means that we've got a as an answer then. We're going to go a to the b plus b plus b plus b c number of times. So really this is going to be b times c. A to the b times c power. So our power to power rule is that a to the b to the c is just equal to a to the b times c power. When we have a power to a power, we simply can multiply those exponents. So let's try some examples. 3 to the 5th to the 7th, simply multiply. 3 to the 35th, 5 times 7 is 35. X to the 5th to the 3rd, simply multiply. X to the 15th. This is the power to power rule. Very important. Now, what about two variables? If we have a and b. Well, if we have a and b, again, this is ab times ab times ab times ab. It's ab times itself 4 times. And we're allowed to change the order of these things. They're all being multiplied. So really, this is the same as a. If we put all the a's together, and b, 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 b if we put all the b's together. And this is a to the 4th, b to the 4th. So if we've got two different variables here, both raised to the 4th, it looks like we could just raise the first variable to the 4th, raise the second variable to the 4th. So this is called power of a product, because product is things that are multiplied. And this is a little bit different from product of powers. Now it's power of a product, same words, but a different meaning. If we have a times b to the n, then we take a to the n times b to the n. This is the power of a product rule. What if we have a coefficient? Like 2a to the third b raised to the 4th. Now we've got a 2 in there. How does that change it a little bit? Well, now all of this is times itself. 2a to the third b, 2a to the third b, 2a to the third b, 2a to the third b. We can change the order again. We can put the 2's in the front. 2, 2, 2, 2. Oops, I don't like this. A to the third, A to the third, A to the third, A to the third. If I just want to group those together, and then put the B's coming last. So now what is this? This is 2 to the 4th. This is, this is multiplying common bases, so add the exponents, A to the 12th, and this is B to the 4th. Now 2 to the 4th, 2, 4, 8, 16. So this is 16, A to the 12th, B to the 4th. So if we have something like this that has a number, you can get from 2 to 16, we're raising the 2 to the 4th power. So we're not multiplying and getting 8. That's a very common mistake. Do not multiply the 2 times the 4. The coefficient you raise to the power, the exponents on the bases you multiply. So this is 12, this is 4, because 4 times 1. But make sure that you don't try to multiply the big numbers. Raise the coefficient to the power and multiply the exponents. Make sure you get that down. Raise the coefficient to the power and multiply the exponents. Okay, last thing. What if there's a combination of multiplication and power to power? What if we've got a mixture of things together? Something like this. We'll always work the power to power first, then multiply. This fits with, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Exponents comes before multiply. So if we see a problem like this, and we say, ooh, there's exponents, and there's also multiplication, always do the power to power part first. Very important. So for this kind of a problem, I'm going to start here and do it this power to power. From the last rule, I know the coefficient I raise to the 4th power. 2 to the 4th is 16. And the exponents here I multiply, so this is 16x to the 12th. This part is just simply x to the 10th. And they are connected by multiplication, so I'll just bring that down. Now we have a problem that's just multiplying common bases. When multiplying common bases, add the exponents. 16, there's nothing over here to multiply. If there was, I would multiply the numbers. But then the x's, multiplying 12 of them and 10 more gives me x to the 22. So when you've got a combination, do the power to power first. Very important. Okay, here are 2 problems to try. Pause the video. Try these 2. Go. When you're done, you can start it. Check your answers. See if you got these correct. If you got these correct, you're finished. Have a great day.